Hi guys, my name's Tommy from Tommy Nation Politics.
Warning. You are about to enter a free-thinking,
Hey guys, this is Tommy from
freedom-minded environment.
New progressive
Be advised,
oriented.
this is the communist
Like when I'm seeing five grown men beating up little women. Okay, so I think we should calm down a little bit on the internal anger about immigration.
Corporate America. It's not the immigrant worker that our American workers should be worried about. It's corporate America who has truly exploited the broken labor laws of this country, coupled with a broken immigration system. It is probably the number one factor, and at least in the construction industry, that has led to the decline in wages, real wages being earned, the ability to afford the communities that they live in, to be able to retire with dignity, to be able to provide health care. All of these assaults on the working class have been systematically put in place and by design, yet we don't talk about who the real people that are destroying the working class in this country. And it's corporate America's insatiable desire to want to put profits over people. And that includes immigrant workers as well. And have been unwilling victims of that system now for generations. I'm 47 years old. It's been going on my entire life. The work sites in this country have been disrupted most recently based on these immigration raids and continue to be disrupted. Yet that you never see the person employing them put in the back of a van. You've never seen them put on TV as people that are exploiting workers. We have lost our way in the way we view this.
I don't like when I'm seeing five grown men beating up little women. Okay, so I think we should calm down a little bit on the internal anger about immigration.
Free-thinking, innovative, open-minded guys. Tommy Nation Politics podcast. And I'm Tommy. Nice to meet y'all. Or see you again. I got something to say about the slow building tension in this country. Two worlds colliding. The world 5,000 feet above sea level. Davos, Switzerland. The air is thin. The sweets are four-figured silk. And the champion is cold. So's the temperature. This is where Jamie Dimon, the king of JP Morgan Chase, stands at a podium. He looks at the architects of global capitalist ventures. He tells them all with a heavy sigh, we all just need to calm down. He talks about a little old lady being mistreated. Being mistreated by the state? Say it ain't so. He paints a picture of a world that is simply too loud, too angry. He wants internal anger to stop about immigration, to vanish. But guys, ask yourselves this, why? Why does Jamie Dimon want to erase the anger? Why does he want it to go away? Because he loves the immigration, right? Does he want the anger to go away because the anger is bad for the markets? Because chaos disrupts the flow of cheap, precarious labor. To the boardroom, a human being is just a unit of labor, a cost to be cut. And Jamie Dimon isn't asking for justice. He's not. He's asking for silence. He's asking for decorum. He's asking for the machine to run smoothly again, without the unsightly mess of a crackdown. He's making you silent and the front pages industrial, revolutionary friendly, not so gritty. At the Second World War, the job sites, the break rooms, the union halls, they were full, guys. That's where the Jimmy Williams Jr. people stood. He's the president of the International Union of Painters and Trades, representing 140,000 people who actually built this country. And he doesn't have a podium in Davos. Could you believe it? He has a truth, though, that cuts through the noise, like I do, like a circular saw. And he looks at the American worker in the eyes, and he tells them the truth. Not like Jamie Dimon. He tells them, stop looking at the immigrants and the immigrant workers. Look at the C-suite venture capitalists. This is the labor capital framework in its purest, most lethal form, guys. For decades, corporations and corporate America have pulled over the greatest sleight of hand in the history of any country. It's been the great deception. Billions of dollars to make American workers believe that the person who has nothing in this world, the people with no money or power, are the reason why you're losing your health care, your pensions, your dignity. They want you to believe and look at the man crossing the border in search of a better opportunity, in search of a survival wage, much like you. The man in the penthouse, though, who's pocketing the surplus, the values of quarterly profits that have grown. Yes, the divide and conquer strategy that they give our campaign finance contributing Democrats and Republicans. Yeah, the undocumented class is the reason. Because a worker who's afraid of a roundup is more of a worker who won't report maybe a safety hazard violation or ethics violation. A worker who is illegal is a worker who won't demand a fair wage. Like you, they won't demand a fair wage. So they don't want immigration to stop. They want to keep it precarious. They want to keep it terrifying. They want a workforce that's actually terrified, silent, and cheap above all, cutting costs, after all. Jamie Dimon wants you to calm down so the exploitation can continue in peace, though, with decorum and civility. Gear up, because the enemy isn't the guy in the truck next to Jimmy Williams Jr., like you. He doesn't really have a boardroom seat, but he told the truth. It's nice to be told about the class war that we all have to realize is happening. The injury to all, when the injury for one immigrant is occurring. We got to take the workers out of the shadows, guys, and into the union. We got to take away the boss's biggest secret weapons, which is terror. We don't need to calm down, Jamie. We need to get organized. We need to be free-thinking, innovative, open-minded. More than anything. And what would scare him even most? International solidarity. So do it.